right. Well, we are all present and accounted for. Who remembers where we left the party?
I'm assuming right before we got out of this freaking dungeon. We spent like a half hour talking about where the crawfish was at.
It wasn't a half hour. It was more like maybe 10 minutes.
I was rounding up.
All right. So you guys came down and, well, came up. You came out of the room of baboons and the snakes, and you ran into the giant stone dragon that was holding guard over the stairwell. Managed to make your way to this huge diorama room, and somehow got into a closet that y'all, and I'm not really sure where y'all are getting this from, but you seem to think it was a vampire's closet. And then Thongrim fought his way up a large chimney, got attacked by a spider, and attempted to squeeze its butt rope out of it by throwing it back down into the chamber for y'all to destroy it. Moved your way up through this well into this room that y'all are now standing in. And in one side of it, the one that looks like it has water in it, Thongrim was able to find a crawfish in it that was just kind of a decayed, not like a decayed, petrified old shell of a crawfish, which inside of it laid a platinum key. And then Fiona took the ambition and went up the stairs to the south, or to the bottom here, and opened up the door into another room. So that's about the 50,000 foot view of the last session. Before we get rolling, is there any cleanup, anything that we need to address with Raz, or any questions, Chris, that you may have?
I guess not. So, are we above ground right now?
You are higher than you were. You are no longer, there's no longer any gas. So that's happened. We did go through a long rest. And I believe your character sheet was updated for that.
Yeah, I think I got everything, but double check.
But I'll allow this. Was there anything during that long rest or during a last rest that you wanted to maybe possibly attune to your character, or any spells or anything that you needed to do for Raz?
I don't think so.
That said, I need to open the stash real quick.
Are my hit points updated accordingly?
I think so.
So we did take damage after the last long rest.
Maybe not then. No, I am down hit points as well. What did we do?
I think it was the dragon.
Oh yeah, we stepped on a trap of some sort.
Yes, the dragon.
The steam dragon.
It was pretty impressive, though. Sorry, Google Drive was not cooperating with me. Okay, so we get this, and so Fiona has walked up and looked into this door, and she sees in the middle of this chamber is what appears to be the withered, preserved form of a centaur mounted on a slab of marble. Tinted green and decked out in lacquered leather, feathers, and copper wire jewelry, he faces the western entrance to this chamber, which would be to the bottom of the map. The centaur holds a bronze-hafted pike tipped with a broad, blue-gray, flame-shaped spearhead. Scattered around the room are jewelry and knickknacks made of beaten copper, cut and polished obsidian, shells, quartz, and coral. Much of this treasure is at the feet of the centaur, symbolically being trod underfoot. Two tall urns shaped like wicker baskets stand along the northern wall, each one filled with river stones. So, Fiona, since you're looking in the room, what do you want to do?
I don't know. I don't really remember this part other than the river stones. Go into the room or go to the bottom of the stairs? Wait, am I going up or down?
You're going up.
Okay. Go to the top of the stairs and look.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, tell me again, refresh my memory. You have something that causes either people to have ringing in their ears or you to have ringing in your ears. What's going on there?
Iron Song. I think they hear it.
Does that work when Iron Song isn't equipped?
I think it just has to be drawn. Hang on. And it is equipped. It doesn't require attunement.
Okay.
I just shrank my sheet.
I bet you it doesn't say on the thing.
I bet you it doesn't either.
The sound of melodic ringing notes fills the ears of evil characters, causing disadvantages on concentration checks for the evil characters.
Gotcha. All right.
When it's wielded in combat. So it's sheath right now, so I don't think...
Gotcha. Okay. Well, it may not matter anyway. I knew there was something to do with ringing in the ears. Okay. So you've come this far, and like I said, you see some treasure underneath this centaur-like figure here, like it's claiming victory of it. It is facing this door right here, and over here is where the river stones are.
I'm just going to back up and tell everybody what I... There's a weird... Is it dead? Or what is it again? It's a statue of a centaur?
It appears to be a withered, preserved form of a centaur mounted on a slab of marble.
Hey guys, I think there's a centaur vampire in there.
That's not the kind of thing a paladin would be able to see.
Yeah. So, Fiona, roll a perception check for me.
Can I cast...
Yeah, you can cast whatever you want. Okay, so upon casting that,
I'm looking around the corner at it, I guess.
Yes.
I don't know if I need sight.
There is you catch the whiff of this like rotten Limburger cheese smell just kind of emanating from that room. And you're looking at this withered remains of it. You realize that this is an undead creature that's standing on top of this marble slab. It doesn't seem to be moving, but you do get a good, strong sense of evil out of this creature.
I'm pretty sure there's an evil undead in there. And the only thing I saw was this centaur dried up laying on that pedestal. What do y'all want to do?
Well, we could burn it. It always seems to work.
When in doubt, kill it with fire. Well, good news is that since there is no more gas in this particular area, since it was all kind of vented out of the baboon room, fire might actually work a lot better.
Well, I have a bottle of liquid fire from downstairs somewhere. I wonder if that would do anything.
I'm glad you mentioned that. When I think we talked about it once, or I've been meaning to mention that. When you left out of that liquid fire room, you have that thing stoppered up. it's pretty much going to be inert. As soon as it leaves the boundary, it left the boundary of that room, it started to kind of desiccate and kind of just evaporate.
Okay, I don't have a bottle of liquid fire.
Sorry. If it wasn't for that as written, I think that would have been a great idea.
Guys, anyone else? Ideas?
Raz, what you think?
I don't know. I'm thinking we need to light it up and get the hell out of here.
Want to wrap it in a web and light the web on fire?
Yes.
I love it. Thongrim, how do you feel about things?
So after we do a negligible bit of fire damage when the web burns up, then what? Because that web does not burn very long.
I'm happy to go climb on it and see what happens.
I also can turn undead and see if we can make them run to a corner of the room.
I mean, I am already half centaur.
I thought you were half Minotaur.
Minotaur.
I mean,
You're
honestly speaking, we're all half centaur.
you are half tar, at least.
Never go full tar.
It's simple Thongrim.
We can do the simple way. I can just pull a torch out and drop it on it and see what happens. But it's probably going to get mad at some point.
How many times can you turn undead?
It's my channel divinity, so once.
Oh, just once still? Yeah.
So I've heard 2 or 3 compelling courses of action. Contain it in a wand of web and set that on fire. Thongrim running in and jumping on top of it to see what happens. And then going and just kind of poking it with a torch. For turning it to do the turn undead.
I'm leaning towards the web, or to see how it reacts to turn undead.
Well, we could always do the web and then not burn it. See because if it's stuck, we can just run around and get out of here.
That's a good point. I like that even better.
I don't know if we can get the web to work in a small enough space for that, though.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I'm kind of surprised that Thongrim doesn't have any torches himself.
I'm the only person who can't see in pitch blackness.
Well, for what it's worth, you guys also have 4 rolls of candle wick in the stash. Don't know what you could use that for, but you have it.
How high are the ceilings in that room up there?
They are probably standard 20 feet. Give me just a second and I'll reconfirm that for you.
The architects of this place and the height of all these ceilings has been...
They had a lot of extra stone that they needed.
Yeah, apparently.
So we're going to say it's about 20 feet tall, which is shorter than some of the 40-foot ceilings that have been around. Okay.
I mean, both Raz and I could use Mage Hand to. I think we could tie it up, maybe.
With the lasso.
How would you say his arms are currently?
I
Yeah,
would say that they are kind of like two legs. You know, you've got the four legs of the horse portion of the centaur, and then the two arms above. So it's kind of like rearing back, like on the hind legs, with this spear hafted up, in two arms, kind of, pointed downward. So the two front legs of the horse are kicked up, on the he's standing on the rear legs, and he's kind of pointed, he's looking directly at the door in front of him with this spear kind of pointed at it.
So I think we should loop it around with the mage hand in kind of a slip knot, and then back down the stairs here, and then just on the count of three, everybody roll a bunch of strength checks and pull this rope as hard as we can and yank him off the pedestal. And if he is alive, he'll come tumbling down the stairs and be kind of trapped. If he's not, then we just got a dead centaur at the bottom of the stairs.
That works for me.
Works for me.
Sounds good.
All right.
So let's wrap the rope down around the thingies and pull here, and then we'll ride a centaur.
Alright, I get my rope out and Mage Hand and coordinate with Raz and do what Thongram just said.
Alrighty.
Alright, I'll hold the front if you hold the back.
In terms of guidance or otherwise, if anybody needs a touch.
All right, Fiona. On 11.
All right. So you guys have...
One.
Hang on.
Two.
So you guys have tied it around its... What have you tied it around? Its wrists? Its ankle? What?
Midsection? I don't know.
Midsection it is. All right, so it's been tied there. Go ahead.
Of the human part, not the horse part.
Like I would assume, like around its, maybe trapping its arms to its chest.
Yeah, I don't think we can move them though.
Tie it around such a way to make it, if he doesn't move, but it is as immobilizing as possible. I don't know how exactly his arms are, so they, like if we can do it such that his legs come together and he can't walk, can't move his arms, not just tied around his stomach doing nothing.
Okay, so I would say you have the options of doing it around the bottom two legs, the top two legs, or the top two arms.
I will take the bottom two legs. You want to get the arms, Raz?
Let me see if we got some rope. I do not.
I think Fiona's got rope.
Yeah, I have rope. I gave you some rope.
Oh, okay. I will take the top part then.
Okie dokie.
And then once I've done that, I'm getting a torch out and having the mage hand hold the torch.
All right. Thongram, go ahead and give us the ye old countdown. And let's say you're trying to yank that thing off the thing and down the stairs, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're just pulling it off from the star towards the doorway, and we're just going to keep pulling it till it gets down the stairs or ladder or whatever.
You might not want to stand in the middle of the stairs.
Yes, okay.
Eldon, you might want to move back.
Which side are we going for? Everybody on one side?
I just figure the two beefy people can be by the door and the rest of us can be behind that.
Well, if we're going to pull him down in here, we should probably corral him to one side, right?
Well, I figure if he is alive and we get him down here, he's going to move regardless of where we corral. Unless we can, because we're going to be pulling him straight, for lack of a better word, up towards us.
Okay.
And the best we could do is, if we kind of hide on this side and we get him down, you could, I guess, web that direction.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Since I don't want to web our own people. It's a 20 by 20. It's a 20-foot cube, so it would fill this room essentially.
True.
All right, so here's what I'm thinking. Y'all are gonna do y'all's strength check, your combined one, and we're gonna see where it is, and that will kind of dictate what happens or where it ends up. Because I'm thinking, if you've got, where's my ruler?
Wait, why are we on two sides of the room?
I was just hold on, let me get back over.
All right, so you've got 25 feet to there. Yeah, so what? Maybe I'm kind of thinking 10 foot. Every square is going to be 10 to your strength check. So maybe if you hit a 40 plus strength check between 40 and 50, it'll take you right to the bottom of the stairs there. 50 to there. Sounds somewhat reasonable.
Up to you. Yeah,
sounds
I
reasonable.
mean, if he gets to the stairwell, I don't know if there's any type of saving throw on his part to keep from falling down the stairs.
I'm debating that same thing.
But we can roll, see what the numbers look like.
Right. And well, I mean, Fiona's already determined that this thing is undead. So it is definitely a something. That said, you have a something there. All right, so we'll say that it's gonna, we'll do your strength check minus his strength saving throw, I suppose. So let's go with this battle plan. Thunder?
9, 10, 11.
That's a save.
Shouldn't it be athletics?
Yeah, it should be athletics.
It's the same for me. Sorry.
I just wanted to make sure it's not the same for me.
Well, dang.
Only the strong barbarian flubbed that.
Yeah, but that one didn't count. It wasn't athletic.
All right, so Eldon is not joining in on this, right?
I'm concentrating on. I gave
I got you. I'm with you. I'm tracking.
Or Raz a guidance, so he gets a plus 1d4 to his roll.
Sure, why not?
Okay, well, glad we got that one out of the way.
So how much does a 88 move?
Well, hang on, because we're gonna. Well, let me do a strength saving throw on this guy.
Come on, that one.
7. So 81.
Which is really close to a cat, but he got a 2.
I think we just threw him down the hole.
Well, okay, so here's where I'm kind of thinking your plan may have backfired just a little bit. Because based on what we just said, if this is 10, this would be 50. Well, you guys just heaved him directly into Thongrum.
Told you, get out of the way, Thongrum.
Can I hop on his back and basically Doctor Strangelove him into the hole?
You know what?
Whoa!
Go ahead and give me a dexterity. Let's give me an acrobatics check there, buddy. If that's what you want to do, let's do it. All right.
No.
I'm going to say no. That didn't happen. So this guy comes flailing back. You guys pulled with such strength. He comes here, runs into Thongram, pushes him back against the well, and they land kind of piled up here. We're going to say Thongram takes a 1d6 bludgeoning for this thing coming flinging down the wall and being hit against the well. Whew, look at that. And the centaur comes cracking down on this, and it too is going to take a 1d6. All right, so at this point, it rears up and comes, its eyes turn around and starts looking around as it's kind of on the floor, and we'll say it's prone on the floor, and it unleashes this just and starts kicking back and forth, but it's kicking against these the ropes around its bottom legs, and it's this bar. It has its hands clasped on his spear, and he's trying to move it back and forth. And so he's flailing there and trying to move. And that will take us into initiative.
Well, I guess we got our big rolls out and pull.
But you guys did it in just a spectacular fashion.
Should have saved your guidance for this, Raz.
All right, all 5 of you. All right, so this guy's sitting there, and he's going to attempt he's going to try to break free from these ropes, which is going to be straight strength. Then it's going to be an athletics check for him. So that should be. Let me make sure strength 1. Yeah, that sounds about right. So 21. That should be able to break the. These weren't special ropes, were they?
No.
Okay. So we're going to say it's able to use its action to break free from the ropes and stand up. That would be his action, that, and... All right. And it's looking around the room as it's struggling. It causes it, and it just snaps the ropes away from its that and kicks its legs out as it hops back up. And it's looking and it's staring down at Thongram. Raz, you are up. Fiona, you are on deck.
I'll move to the corner of the room. I will throw up the horns. As always, strength ability checks he's hexed against. And pew 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 pew.
All right. The first one is a miss. Second one is a miss. These blasts just go right past him. I mean, it's like he's able to see this stuff come at him, and he's just much more spry than you would imagine a centaur would be.
Oh, by the way, is he still prone?
No, he stood up.
Okay, I'm done.
I remembered that one. All right, Fiona, Eldon, you're on deck.
I will attack him.
Okay. Do you want to flank him before you do that?
Yeah.
So you're one free one. All right, so that still grants you advantage on that, and a 15 is a hit.
Is a 28 a hit?
No. Yeah. All right, so any special thing? I mean, I'm not just imagining you come through with this battle axe and just start kind of waylaying and just chopping at it. Yeah, I mean, you did significant damage to him.
Just a double swing at him.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Eldon. Corn, you're on deck.
Okay, Eldon, I will move down slide down the wall to the corner. I'll just stick with a simple sacred flame, call down the light upon him. There's some.
He says nay. Maybe literally. Fool.
And that'll be all I'll do.
Corin. Thongrim, you're on deck.
Alright, I am just going to take a swing with my rapier. And I miss, so
You do miss.
on that, I'm going to take a swing with my dagger. And I hit.
Yes.
And I crit. Okay, so that's 9, but also sneak attack for 22 more damage.
So this guy is hurting right now. Anything else?
Nope, I am done with my, what is that, 29 damage?
29 damage, sounds about right.
31 damage. 22 plus 9.
Yes. With that one, 22. Yes, we can math. We're good.
So, I am done.
Thongrim.
So I would consider standing up, but instead I'm just gonna, like, on my back, kind of shimmy underneath him, and then take out my sword and try and hit him twice, kind of in the underbelly.
You know, I like that plan. Go for it. A 13 is a hit, and a 22 is a hit.
And then realizing...
hang on just a second. I've got 3 great axes here. What am I looking at?
Oh, I only have 2, so I don't know.
So you got 13, a 22, then 2 damages, then an 11.
Oh, I don't know where the 11 came from. Sorry. Scratch the 11. I don't know what happened.
Okay. All right. So you are still technically underneath him.
I'm going to, having shimmied under him, basically be face first with Centaur Dong, and I'm going to get very angry and jealousy. So I'm going to use my rage that I forgot to use, but I'll use it at the end and come up with a reason to do it afterwards.
Well, I mean, I would imagine if you're sitting there with a giant centaur dong in your face, might make you a little angry about your poor planning on this.
And
okay.
I mean, I guess so. I could still crawl around, right?
Yeah, you still have 20 feet of movement.
Well, is crawling the same speed?
Well, we'll say it's probably so half, so 10 feet.
I guess I'll just shimmy back here, and then I can't stand up, right? Because that's half movement.
Right.
So, all right. So I only have one square left, so I'll just stay there.
Okay. All right, so this creature, having been pummeled and is currently rather angry at being, basically not having his dong chopped up, but he's looking down still at Thongrim, who is, you're on the ground, right? So that would give him advantage against attacks on you?
Yeah, I'm prone.
Yeah. So he is going to... He gets 2 attacks here. The first one is he's going to take his pike and he's going to attempt to slam it down on you. Point first. 24 is a hit. For 15. So 7, yes, because you're on it. So he gets you on him, and it's just right into your arm. Just, and so he takes it, and at that he also rages up on his hooves and attempts to come crashing down on you.
That will also hit.
So 23. So I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please. DC 14.
I did not see another attack.
Did you not see 2 of them? Did anybody else see 2?
I see a pike. I don't see anything.
You don't see it?
I saw hooves. I see hooves.
That's the second attack.
Yeah.
Was that left over from you having DM privilege?
Hold on, my connection to the server has been interrupted. Now I see it. It all flickered back.
Okay. All right, so you have managed to avoid being cursed with mummy rot. However, you still get damage. 12, 6 bludgeoning, and how does that work against necrotic?
No effect.
No effect. So it'll be 18.
Yes. And we have said you can't move through people, so he is effectively blocked there. He is going to pivot to here.
Then I'm going to take a swing.
Oh, shit. Yes, I forgot about that. I was like, how can he move? He can't move. Yeah, go for it. That is a hit.
I hit for another... Oh, this was... So ignore that 9. 13.
Raz, you are up.
I'll keep firing.
That's going to be a hit. Now, normally I would make fun of you for that low of a roll. However, you have done just enough to dispatch this creature. What would you like to do to him?
I'm going to take another shot at it. Oh, that's good. And at each of its hooves, I'm just going to pour searing energy into them until I turn them into...
I'm sorry, I lost you after turn them into... What did you turn them into?
Turn them into glue.
Ah. So does this glue explode?
Nah, it just kind of melts his feet.
Ah.
Like the Wicked Witch.
Okay. So... as he's sitting there, I mean, this energy and all of his withered skin, everything just starts to envelop in this energy and starts to just decompose and melt and just kind of fuse to the floor. I mean, it's to the point, Thongrim's looking at him like, that's amazing! And kind of imagines, maybe a little sickened at the sight of this thing, just the flesh starts melting off of the top, the top portion of his torso and everything. It's just a ooey gooey mess. And with that, you all have dispatched this creature.
I'm testing something.
All right. Good job, guys. And gal. Good job, you all. Use people.
I'm going to stand up and kind of brush hoof marks off my chest.
I'm going to take my torch and burn what's left of the body.
So this room is now filled with this acrid smoke, just this filthy, noxious fumes from dead skin and shit and all sorts of fun stuff.
Yep, sorry guys, probably should have done that from afar, but I'm going to...
You just wanted to make sure it's dead. Understandable.
Take no prisoners. All right. So you guys, again, are in the middle of this room, and there's a whole bunch of just, like I said, treasures of, copper and knickknacks and jewelry and polished obsidian, shells and quartz and coral.
Can I use a hit dice? Is that how that works?
I think
short rest.
on a short rest.
But are we going to explore long enough where I can do that?
It's y'all's call.
And how long does the short rest have to be?
An hour.
How much are you down?
27. It's about half.
What time of day is it? Do we know?
We had decided, and I'm trying to remember what we had decided on. I think it would be after the long rest, that would have taken us somewhere into the morning time. Because I know that there was something that needed to recharge. I think the Wand of Web needed to recharge at dawn, and we had crossed that barrier.
Yeah. I can give you...
I can do a cure wounds.
Okay.
I'll just go ahead. You're down pretty good.
Let's see. So I'm at 27. I'm down 30 hit points. So about half.
So how's 23 do?
That'll do. Yay! Alright,
And then you're cursed?
No, I'm not. I avoided Death Curse with my nimble actions. Or my Dwarven Constitution, I guess it was.
Yes, it was more of a Constitution thing. So, yes.
Oh, okay, good.
Alright, so... randomly search a room over and over and over again?
If you so wish.
Carefully search room.
So Thongrim, you see a bunch of stuff everywhere.
I guess I'll start opening everything that's not open and picking up things that aren't picked up.
Okay, so there's roughly...
But I'll do it cautiously.
If it looks trapped, let me know and I'll come take a look for you.
There is, the cautious... we're going to do that cautiously, so we said we were going to do it, even if something happened. The catch-all statement. There's roughly 800 pieces of junk jewelry around. I would say that, Corn and maybe Raz looking around saying, all that shit, if we were really going to pick it up, it's probably worth 80 gold, maybe. So if it's worth your time to pick all that stuff up. You could check some urns. You could check them out to see what's there.
Do they have any names on the outside or anything?
No, they just look like carved urns. They look like they're shaped like wicker baskets.
Open the baskets. Could be full of baskety stuff.
I think the last time we opened some of these things, it was bad.
Oh yeah,
You're
didn't
right,
the
you're
last
right, you're
urn
right.
knock you out, and I had to carry you for like weeks or hours? I don't know.
What are the chances that happens again? Opens basket.
Let's see, shall we? Because now he's challenging
You opened
me.
a basket, right? Not an urn.
No, he opened a tall urn shaped like a wicker basket. So, let's see what happens, shall we? You know what? I'm going to do this out in the open. 16 or higher. Shabam! So Thongrim, you open this urn, and this dust-like stuff comes pouring out of it, and again envelops you. And give me a second to see what happens. Because, I mean, what are the odds, right? Roll me a D100, please.
Yes, that's what he wants.
So this dust causes you have this feeling of
Of suspense?
yes. So Thongrim, as this dust is over you, it's like you have ingested some St. John's wort. You feel very calm and very, very complacent. Very, what's the word? Yeah, very complacent. Calm and complacent. You feel like you're going to be like this for the next hour. Like, almost like, nothing could perturb you. Nothing's going to bother you. Somebody could slap you in the face and you're just going to be like, whatevs, I'm good.
Three little birds.
So, I would say for the next hour, Thongrim's going to not be able to be enraged.
And that feeling of envy is gone.
So at the bottom of this wicker basket, you find a whole bunch of, again, crushed river stones that as you open and you pour out the contents, you see glints of crushed silver, which you pull out, and they are kind of chunked, kind of just, heavily worn and crushed silver masks. And there's also an Electrum Serpent bracelet in that one. Looks like they could be worth some money.
Oh, guys. This one has some stuff in it. It's pretty cool.
Should I cast Detect Magic?
Sure. Well, I don't think we're pressed for time right now.
Do we want to take 10 minutes to do that?
I mean, I would like to get out here at some point, but might as well. Probably the best place to cast it.
So, 10 minutes passed, and while that's going on, I imagine Thongram's busy contemplating his navel, maybe his hands. Everybody else is kind of looking around. There's really not anything magical that comes that is highlighted or has an aura to you. Everything's very mundane in this room, outside of that pile of dead goo downstairs.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand in front of Thongram, put it right in front of his face, and be like, dude, how many fingers am I holding?
I think it's one less than the thumb.
Yeah, something's wrong with Thongram.
I think that magical stuff may have messed up his voice.
Let's check the door.
Yeah, maybe he'll be more agreeable to caution for the next hour.
Unlikely.
So, yeah, I can dream. So I'm going to check the door.
You see that it is indeed a door.
Alright, well, I'm guessing the door is fine and not magical, so shall we proceed?
Sure. Next 10 minutes, I'll know when magic is nearby.
Alright, well, let's open the door and use it to our advantage.
So, Eldon, how do you feel about that? You are...
About
You are-
moving forward?
Yeah, you are currently being bear-hugged by Thongram.
Oh!
Appreciate you, little friend.
I guess it's not often you get to call someone a little friend.
Hey, look! That door's open. Awesome.
So when you're...
Sure.
Alright, so when you open that door, you are greeted by a strange scene. It's one that you haven't seen before when you open a door.
Theme?
Freedom?
Or scene?
Scene.
That looks like a patch of grass, guys.
So you see, as you open the door, it immediately abruptly ends into this green wall that, from your vantage point, is the entire view of the door. It's like this, giant green wall.
I'm guessing it's not magical.
And not magical, huh?
It's not magical. It looks like it is. It's smooth, polished, maybe even jade, which is nothing familiar in this tomb. Everything is jade. I believe I heard Fiona attempting to coerce Thongram to touch it. So Thongram...
I'm gonna just guide Thongram away from the door and then use the
Ah, man. This wall tastes like fruit, man.
But Thongram did notice that as he was looking at that the wall is, he's not really estimating distances too well, but it doesn't fill the entire room. It looks like he could get around it if he wanted to. And, his tongue, it tastes like fruit. Yeah, sure.
Lime?
I was thinking kiwi, but we'll go lime.
No, let's go kiwi.
I think we could get around it. That's pretty cool. You just have to do this. Whoop.
Did you actually do anything?
You know what? I'm going to allow it. He has somehow managed, in his graceless charm, to squick past this wall and realize that it's really only 7 feet wide and 7 feet tall and maybe only about 2 feet thick. And if he were to say no of something like the Kool-Aid Man, he might be his spirit animal right now.
Where'd he go?
I think I tried to squeeze around it.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at this going, I can see what's going on. What the hell are you guys talking about? How about I reveal some map to you? Would that help?
Might be helpful.
Sorry about that.
Oh, well, I'm little. I can squeeze in there.
Yeah.
Hey, there's more hallways. Yeah.
Everybody else may have to, do a little bit more to squeeze through than Eldon and Thongram, the little people.
Well, I'm little and thin. I don't know about thin.
Yeah, but we're giving him the benefit of the doubt for his shenanigans here, but everybody else is going to have to do a little bit more to push past that wall.
I suck it in really good.
Pretty sure Thongram's bigger than I am.
Wait,
God.
what?
Fiona. All right. Screw it. I'm good. You guys have y'all made it past the wall. Congratulations.
Hey guys, we made it. Yeah. Let's go this way.
Thongram.
No way, man. We gotta go down the hallway.
Nice.
This is the hallway that never ends.
That's right.
It goes on and on, my friends.
And then he stops.
Yes. All right. So as he comes around the corner, he sees... I know this is going to come as an absolute shock to you guys.
More hallway?
There's going to be more cowbell. So, this 5-foot diameter passageway is relatively dry and dusty, and it shows no sign of having been used for ages. Near the top of the corridor walls, about 3 feet from the ceiling, stone lintels run the length of the passage. The corridor abruptly widens to a cube of 15 feet on each side, with a corrugated floor. In the ceiling of this area, a bronze circular trap door is set. The cover is latched shut. In the 4 corners of this foyer are sets of metal rungs, forming a ladder that leads up and across the arched ceiling to the trapdoor. The rungs are broken in several places, leaving rusty spikes. On the other side of this area, you see something that I forgot to actually include. You see this blackish, purplish cloud of, it just kind of looks like a void blocking the corridor.
How long have we been?
So you have these stone lintels here. I'll ping them on the map, sorry. Here and
Are you saying stone mantles?
I am saying lentils, but yeah.
Lentils, like beans, man. Stone beans.
That's what I hear. I keep hearing stone lentil.
Hold on.
Far out, man. Beans.
Don't want to make soup with those.
They're the magical fruit, man.
Hold, please.
I need to go back and get me some of the St.
What
John's
exactly was the
wort.
reading of that spell that affected him, or whatever?
Right now, you're the magical fruit, man.
Because he sounds like either a surfer dude or a stoner.
Go get me some of that stuff too.
I'm supposed to be super calm, right? Just super at peace with the world. So I've just decided
Okay.
that means I'm high as balls.
So a lentil is a structural horizontal block that spans the space or opening between two vertical supports. It can be a decorative architectural element or a combined ornamental structural item. It is often found over portals, doors, windows, and fireplaces. Or it can be a bean. Although I'm sure it's probably spelled a little different. But it says lentils, and there you go. So in this area here, this is a corrugated floor, and at the top of that, and this is a big domed structure here, there's a trap door in the top of it, at the very top center, with rings that go up to it. So there's this black void of nothingness that's blocking the hallway here.
Where was the broken ladder again?
The what?
The broken ladder?
No, they're rungs. There's like built into the wall. They're all the way around. So some of them are broken, but I would say there's a couple of sets of them on this eastern wall and this western wall that kind of crawl up to the center of this 15-foot domed room. Yes, it is definitely magical, Eldon.
Would I know the property?
You would assume that it's probably not wise to touch it, lest you either be whisked away to some other plane or just die on impact. Not good, whatever it is.
I would. The detect magic would tell me the school of magic that it was in. Then so.
You would ask me the school of magic. I should have learned my lesson. I'm thinking more necrotic in nature, honestly, but give me a second. Like necromantic. I know what I want it to be. I just don't know which school of. Yeah, maybe more abjuration.
Okay. Well, guys, I'm not sure we want to go down that way, but there's a hatch in the ceiling if we can get up there.
So I can't rage, but other than that, I have no disadvantages.
Correct. You're just kind of calm and complacent.
Hey, Corin, want to go to the trap door? It's in the ceiling, man.
Like, for sure, dude.
All right, I'm going to grab him by the waist and toss him in the air.
How high up was this thing?
15 feet.
All right, then hit the apex of my jump. Old movable rod. It's clicked.
Alrighty, so need athletics probably not because it's only 15 feet, but give me a dexterity check to make sure that you actually catch the immovable rod as you click it, as that's happening.
What'd you say? Dexterity? Acrobatics?
Yeah, acrobatics, yeah, that's the one. Close enough. Okay, so you are hanging from the rod here. Let's see here. So what you want to do?
Man, you are so tall right now.
I'm pull myself up, and I want to investigate what's around the door. The trap door. Is it? Is there a handle like it opens in? Does it like it pushes out?
No, it has a latch on it.
It looks like it would open towards us.
Yes, it looks like it would open. Yeah. So if you imagine this kind of a door, if you would, a little metal door trapped there, and you've got this latch that kind of holds it in place. It's like you could grab it and just kind of winch it down on one side and on the other, and winch that one down, and it looks like it would just kind of hinge right on open, like the trap door would fall down. Not fall down on the ground, but it would fall open.
All right. Is it like anything? I want to look, make sure it's no traps or anything like that.
Roll me a perception check, please.
You would ask for that.
I would. So,
Can't reach you right now to help.
now you look at it and you see that it is not the latch or the door itself is not trapped. From your vantage point, you also notice that there's something. Hang on. You also notice something else. If I can find out where it's written, I know you find it. So many words on this page. Basically, you see that the lintels, there's some handles on top of the lintels there as well that look like they are switches or some sort of locking mechanism.
Okay.
Sounds like a job for some mage hand work.
That's what I was thinking too. So I'm going to get back down. Those
the lintels are 8 feet off the ground too. So
okay, well, I'm gonna go back down with a rod, hop down, and mage hand fiddle with the.
We aren't getting the sense that we're going to get flooded by something when that opens, are we?
for what it's worth, you did not notice any moisture or rust or anything on the handles or anything.
Well, what I want to do, I want to take the mage hand and I want to tap on the hatch and see what it sounds like. Like it'll hold the rod and use it as a knocker. I don't know if it sounds like it's got something on the other side or if it sounds open.
Okay. That is not what I thought it was going to be. It sounds like you're hitting on a hollow dong.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's like, you're hitting on a metal drum, and it makes that hollow dong type sound.
All right, well, I'm just going to kind of back up down the hallway some. I recommend everyone else get behind me in case there is running.
Move over here, man. I'm cool.
All right, that's good enough for me. And I start fiddling with the gadgets on the lentils.
Okay, so which one?
Let's go with the left one.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's two of them there, so you've got that one and the one that's right next to you.
Yes. So.
Yes. Okay. So, when you you do this, all of a sudden this hidden or not so hidden door swings inward, revealing a small antechamber. So there's this small antechamber there, and as you're kind of not stunned, but as you're watching the door open, about 30 seconds pass, and the door snaps shut.
All right, I press the buttons again.
And again, the door slides open, revealing again this same antechamber. And after Thongrim moves in, 30 seconds later, the door snaps shut.
Hey guys, I solved our Thongrim problem.
Hey guys, there's a door in here.
You're going to have to yell really loud because the door is shut and they can't really hear you.
I don't know that, man.
Eldon, I'd say your 10 minutes is probably up now.
Oh man, there's nowhere to go. Maybe I'll just open this door.
All right, so while Thongrim's now hidden from you guys and doing what he's doing, what are y'all? What's Raz? What are you doing back there? What you thinking?
I have no idea what these idiots are doing. Thongrim, I'll just yell out, Thongrim, can you hear me? Does he hear anything?
Roll me a perception check. Let's say, just 10 or higher. Let's see what happens. Yeah, he hears you.
I can hear you, man. You sound super far away.
So are those switches are only on the one lentil, not on this side where the
No, they're on both of them.
Thongrim, you see anything up there?
There's a door.
You're not talking about the one you just went in, right?
No, man, that was a wall.
I need to do shit like this to Thongrim all the time.
When is a door not a door? When it's a jar.
Yeah, guys, if I don't fiddle with this lever, that door doesn't open back up, and we're free.
Okay, so Thongrim.
I'll come find you.
So Thongrim's going to open a door here, and he is going to be looking... he's looking into a chamber that's, painted flat black, and there's a floor. He sees a colorful mosaic tile that has some sort of, depictions of strange gods cavorting and leaping around the sun. And he sees some other stuff in there too, but he hadn't really made his way too far into the room. But it's a very colorful floor, but a very matte black wall. It's a very interesting depiction there, and it's probably starting to mess with Thongrim's head a little bit. Fiona, what you doing back there while Thongrim's kind of, I'm assuming, about to mosey into the room while y'all are doing this stuff?
Laundry. And
That's an interesting thing to do in a dungeon. That's
And waiting on Corin to figure out how to open the door back up, I guess.
I can open back up anytime.
Well, maybe you should do that.
We have these other switches, though, too. Are there other doors we're going to...
okay.
I figure we probably shouldn't do too many things with Thongrum wandering around in inky blackness.
So, Thongrum, you get closer. As you enter the room, you see to your left, and I'm specifically not doing the room yet. So you see to your left a stone statue of a cat that looks very familiar, like very similar to the ones that you saw earlier in the dungeon in that jaguar room. And towards the eastern side of the wall, there's this large curtain covering an alcove of sorts. It's, say, about 25 feet away from you to your east.
Suppose we should go after Thongrim. If we leave him in there too, liable to get in some kind of trouble.
Well, at least one of us has to stay back out here to open this door back up. So I can let y'all in if you want.
Point.
I mean, if you guys want in, let me know, and I'll let you open the door again.
So, Thongrim, tell me what you're doing to the little cat there.
Hey, cat. How's it going, man? We saw some of your buddies. Meow, 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 meow.
Fiona, you want to come with me to
Thongrim,
make sure that's okay?
you, as you're reaching down, I'm imagining Thongrim is, kind of squatting down, hunched over, looking directly at this seemingly statue of this cat, and just sitting there meowing at it. And after about 15 seconds, the statue's eyes open and look directly at Thongrim. And he starts purring very loudly. Thongrim, roll me a wisdom saving throw, and I'm going to say probably at disadvantage.
I got a -1, man. Life's a wisdom disadvantage.
Oh, look at that. The hair of your chinny chin chin. So this cat is still purring at you. But it's liking what you're hearing. So it starts caressing and moving around your legs, kind of just purring and brushing its tail up against you. It was just kind of standing real still, but then it moves up. And like I said, it's kind of trying to not claim you as his own, but it's acting like a cat. It looks like it wants to be pet, and all that stuff.
Trying to find. I can see the Discord chat. I just can't see or I can see the Discord channel. I can see the chat.
You not click on text channels general at the top?
Oh, there it is. Hold on. All right, I'm just going to see if there's anything in the bag of holding I've got that would be cat appropriate.
There's a beef jerky or something you've been carrying around. Wasn't there? Anyway, I had said earlier, Fiona, hey, would you want to go in and see if we...
Yeah, let's go check on him.
Back on them.
I'll fiddle the door open.
Y'all, we got a lot of stuff in this bag.
Anybody else just envisioning him just kind of just taking shit and throwing it out of the bag as he's just rifling through it?
I don't want to think of it. We just put a whole bunch of stuff in it from a room that looked like this room. Ongrim, what are you doing?
Trying to find something for this cat, man. I don't know what cats like.
Where did this cat come from?
He's right here, man. I'm going to show him this jade statue that we got from the cat chamber. And be like, hey, man, your buddy had this thing. Look at this.
It starts sniffing at it and looks
What's
at it.
What's a jade statue of?
Where?
It just says jade statue. I don't know what it's of. Is it of a cat?
Yeah. Yeah, it's of a cat. And it's sitting there and it sniffs at it and it just kind of takes a look at it and like it's flicking its tail of approval, going, that's a nice statue. That's kind of what you envision it saying.
Boy, got a new pet.
Hey, look! There's another thing with a cat on it. I'm just going to put this cat ring on.
Wait.
We have a cat ring. Oh, it's magic. I didn't know that.
I think someone didn't we identify that ring?
Is it the ring of animal influence? Because
It is the ring. Oh, you're already wearing it? All right.
Yeah, I have it equipped.
All right. Well, maybe you can talk to the cat then.
I will use it to talk to the cat. I don't know how to share the text of that, but I will use a charge.
Okay. And what do you want to say to the cat?
I don't know. It says it casts. While wearing the ring, you can use an action to expend one of its charges to cast either animal friendship, fear, or speak with animals. So I guess speak with animals.
Okay.
Nope. I don't know.
Yeah, you speak.
Speak with animals.
All right.
Hello? Why are you in this room?
The cat looks at Fiona and quite audibly says, "Hello," in common. "I live here. Why are you in this room?"
My friend stumbled in here and we came to find out where he went.
"Well, he is here. You have found him."
Am I hearing this too?
"Yes, you are hearing this too, little man."
This cat is super, super smart, man.
Yeah, we're just looking for a way out of this. What do we call this structure, this building, the complex?
Hey, Mr. Cat, what's your name? Is it Mr. Scratchy Ears?
I would prefer you not to call me that.
Yeah, I understand, man. That would not be the right name.
You are correct, Mr. Dwarf. Some call me Bastet.
Bastet, do you know a way out of this complex?
I do. And as y'all are talking, now, and this is, again, a dim room, another cat walks up behind you.
Stealthily or meowing?
No, it's just walking on its padded feet. So stealthily as a cat, it's just walking up into view to see what's happening over here. And it just sits in the middle of the floor, looking over there. Looking at Bastet. And the small cat, the one that you are looking at, is black in nature. Black fur. Sleek. It's a small cat. And he's like, yes, I do know how to, I do know a way out of here. And the white cat that's sitting in the middle of the floor is just sitting there and licking its paws, but keenly aware of what's happening in front of it. He sniffs at it. This is mighty kind of you. Thank you. Thank you for this. If you don't mind, though, I'm not going to be rude to my guests. I will put this here in my corner, and I will tend to this in a little while.
All right, man. You do you.
I will do me. So, you have two cats roaming around.
Hey, Mr. Cat, over there. Do you know this Mr. Cat over here? His name is Basset.
The other cat looks at you and says, yes, I am very aware of Bastet. We live here in this room together. We are in this tomb. We are guardians, if you would, of this temple.
That's gotta be a pretty boring job.
We have our moments. And she starts purring. Eldon, can you roll me a wisdom saving throw, please? So, as the white feline starts purring, Eldon, you are overcome with the urge to move towards the cat and try to pet it. You would be charmed at this point. You have an urge to go towards the cat and to pick it up and to love on it and to pet it and, maybe even call it George if you would. Probably would not call it George, but you could if you so wish. So, there you go. You say it's boring, but like I said, there are days and there are times when we get to have our fun.
You should come. Go ahead.
Are you here to keep things in or to keep things out?
Well, quite simply, miss. The answer is yes.
Well, what kind of things do you keep out?
The same things that we keep in.
All right. Question 2. What kind of things do you keep in?
Oh, the same things we keep out.
Have you ever
This
met a
cat's
girl named
hilarious.
Alice before?
I have not met an Alice, but if she's much like you, I would love to meet her. So the white cat moves up and starts brushing past the curtain on the eastern part of the wall here. Bastet moves past and starts closer to the room. So why is it, Bastet says to you, again, what brings you to this room?
We pushed the button on the beans, man, and the door opened.
I like this man. This dwarf, he's very in the moment. So, that said, it might be time for us to introduce our master. And Eldon would probably be moving closer towards the white cat, which I realize I don't have the right image on here. We'll say the white cat has a yellow dot on it. So the white cat starts to pull on the curtain and moves it to the side, revealing a chalky form of a sitting on top of a stone throw. Its surface is carved, the stone throne is carved to depict feathers, and the figure is wearing this feathered headdress, and lying upon its lap in open palms is a scepter of gold and silver with an eagle's head crafted on one end of it, and the talons of a bird holding a blazing sun on the other. But the most remarkable thing about this statue is its face.
About this face.
Yes. So, would everybody that's currently in the room roll me a perception check? Eldon? Oh,
Perception?
Yes.
I thought I was charmed.
No, you are, but you're still... You can still do that. You're just very enamored with the white cat. And you want to pick it up, you want to hold it, you want to be near it. Okay, so you guys see this, and you're looking at this, and you see that it is not a statue that's sitting there, and this person's face is not one that really anyone recognizes, with the exception of Fiona, who's starting to have a bit of an internal struggle as Fiona Ironsong is having a mild come apart at the recollection, looking at this face, looking at this person sitting on this stone throne.
Okay.
And most of the spiritual things that you've been getting from Fiona have been kind of feelings and indications and all this, but Fiona gets she hears this overwhelming audible sensation in her head of Fiona screaming out, "Father!" It can't be.
Father?
And the figure looks at you and does not, there is no recognition. So, Fiona...
Sir Ironsong?
The figure starts to blink like he's heard that name before, but is slow to register. And he moves his head and starts like, yes, I have heard this name before. And he stands up and walks off of his throne, stands up and comes to the center of the room, looking at Fiona. "How do you know this name?" He says in this dry, dusty voice. "How do you know this name?"
Your daughter Fiona told.
My daughter.
She's here with me.
He quickly looks at you. I see no daughter here. He walks closer to you. I see no other. Who are you?
I'm me, but I'm also her.
Woman, I pray you play me no games. The cats look at him. Master, I'm not sure these people, our guests here, have come from the outside. I believe they may have come from the bottom, from the lower depths of our temple.
I reach into my backpack and I pull out the patch of the red flame symbol that I've had in my pack for some time. And I say, she is telling the truth. She is the progeny.
He turns around and looks at this patch. What does this mean to me?
Fiona, your daughter was a hero of the Red Flames in times long past. Her tradition and her values have continued, and they live on through us. We are here continuing her.
Interesting. You see the look on his face as he wanders back to the middle of the room. And the white cat takes the opportunity to nuzzle up against you, Eldon. You roll me a perception check. Actually, you know what? Roll me an insight check, Raz. And what did my daughter as he turns around and looks back at you. What did she say exactly?
She saw you and she said, "Father."
Hmm.
You know, we've always wondered more about Fiona, but we never knew her father. Do tell me, what is your...
I lost you.
What is his name?
Yeah.
What is my daughter's name?
No, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Did you not catch my question?
I didn't. It failed. Sorry. Go ahead. Try again.
Oh, yeah. So I was saying, we never actually got to know any of her family, and then sort of a very inquisitive, almost accusatory tone, I say, "Tell me, what is your name?"
Ah, yes. My name... I am clearly... I have lost my notes.
Sir, I have lost my notes. Riddle me this.
So I am Sir not appearing in this film.
Yeah, exactly.
My name is Gestalt Ironflong.
Ironflong. Uh-huh.
Did you misunderstand me? Are you mocking me, boy?
No, not at all. I would never mock the proud lineage of the Ironflong name. And I whispered to Fiona, "I don't think this guy is who you think he is."
Is Fiona still freaking out?
I walk up 5 feet, but then also telepathically whispered to Fiona in my eldritch voice. I'll say, "I don't think he's to be trusted. What does your sword say?"
My sword doesn't tell me things. My sword makes them hear things.
Oh, I thought that was the other way around.
Nope, it makes them hear bells. That's what makes them have disadvantage of concentration.
Or knowing that, I will whisper, "I think this being is secretly evil. Now would be a good time to know."
Okay, I will see.
One second.
Well, while we're waiting, hey Raz, telepathically, since you're linked up with me or whatever, tell Corin to come in, that we need him.
You do not get the feeling or the sensation that this gentleman is evil in nature.
That thing doesn't detect evil. It also detects celestial, fiend, and undead.
Yes, it is none of those things. You do not make fun of the Lord of Light.
And it would also detect that this place has been consecrated?
Yes, you would say that this place has been yes, it is consecrated. Maybe not necessarily with the hallow spell, but yes, it has been consecrated to a specific lord. Would you know which one it is, or you just know that it is consecrated?
You just know it's holy or defiled.
Yeah, well, That's an interesting question that you asked me. Would it be... Because I guess it's a matter of opinion, if it's consecrated or defiled. But it's definitely dedicated to something. It is dedicated to a god.
Hey, Mr. Ironflon, do you know our friend Blue-Eyed Billy?
Who? Yes. I do know this Blue-Eyed Billy.
That's pretty cool. We have a friend in common. So I guess that's sort of like we're friends.
Roll me a... What kind of check would that be? Persuasion check, please. Yeah. Yes, you could say we are friends. Please, Master Dwarf, come closer.
Sure thing, man.
I whisper to Thongrim telepathically, Thongrim, stay put.
Hey,
Going up there?
don't want to be rude, man.
You just stepped on.
Yes. So, Thongrim? Yes. He reaches forward and he does shake your hand. And he's attempting to gain, well, let's see here. Okay. He shakes your hand, yes.
It's nice to meet you, man.
Indeed.
We were in your castle once. The new people that live there are not very cool. They are most not gracious hosts.
Interesting. So, Master Dwarf, what have you seen in this temple?
Not a lot, man. I got turned into a statue. It was wild. But I did see a centaur. He was kind of cool. But he was dead. So I guess that's kind of a bummer for him.
And what about you, little gnome? What have you seen?
Oh, I also saw me. And then I fought me, which was really weird because it was me. And then me turned into like a puddle. And that was sort of strange too.
We've seen all. Oh,
Go ahead. No, you first.
So we've seen all sorts of things in the lower levels. Fell into a sinkhole that ended up trapping us below ground, and we've been looking for a way out.
I saw a monkey kill a snake with a rock. That was kind of cool. That rock snake had 2 heads. I've never seen this 2-headed snake before. I'm just going to keep naming random things as everyone else talks.
Yes. Fiona, roll me a wisdom saving throw, please. Thank you. 1 second, sorry. And the man turns around and faces Thongram again. You saw yourself. As a question.
Yeah, this is before I made my dead crab friend from the fountain. He's dead, though, so that's kind of a bummer for him. But he's not undead like the centaur. He's just regular dead.
With a quick motion, the gentleman takes the scepter in his hand and slashes at your hand, Thongram, in an attempt to just slice open, just to see if, basically, to see if you bleed. So he, it's a non-lethal attack. He's just attempting to hit, do that. So he manages to take at and, slices a nick on your hand, and he watches as blood starts to well up from the wound.
Man, you gotta be more careful with that thing. I know you've been sitting for a while, but come on.
In that you would take just one. You would take 1 damage from that. You have been to that room, and he
the one with the monkeys? Yeah, man, that room was wild. It had a hole in the ceiling.
His eyes start to widen, and he starts. You saw yourself, and you are now here?
No, man, they were monkeys. What? They were in the ceiling, throwing rocks at the snakes.
This creature starts to lose his shit. He's like, you have been through my temple. You have defiled my temple, and you have been through. Oh, it can't be. And he looks at the cats. Why have you done nothing about this? And the cats actually kind of sit back and cower just a little bit. Ears flatten back and hiss as they're, kind of being yelled at by their master. Now, Eldon would be sitting there, trying to calm his friend down. How dare you? And you've made it this far. This will end today. You, Master Dwarf, and your friends here, you have breathed your last. And he...
You need to mellow out, man. You were all worked up. We come in friendship.
He drops his scepter and whips out his rapier and attempts to take a slash at you and misses, but that will take us into initiative.
Man, you kind of clumsy. You almost hit me with the first thing, then you almost hit me with the sword. I'm going to get the feeling you're being downright not hospitable.
Downright rude, if you'd ask me.
Mr. Jingles, if I'm being honest, the guy who lives here with you is kind of rude.
Thongrum, who's Mr. Jingles?
My friend Bassett, the cat. He lets me call him Mr. Jingles. He just doesn't know it yet. It's kind of like a funny nickname that I just told him about, but he doesn't know.
You would do well to not call me that again, Master Dwarf.
That's classic Mr. Jingles for you. Always so grumpy. I almost called him Mr. Grumpy Grumps, but that didn't seem very nice. One day we're going to go fishing, Mr. Bassett and I. We're going to catch a fish. And then he's going to eat a fish. And I'm going to write a song about it. But I don't know how to play an instrument, so that'll have to be Razel's job. We're going to form a band. Raziel, me, and Mr. Bassett. Mr. Bassett can play the drums.
Ignore him. He's feeling a little less than intelligent these days. I mean, he used to feel that way too, but it's gotten worse. It's a degenerative disease. I don't even recognize that I'm in initiative at this point. I'm just like shaking my head. We think he's got thongrumitis. It's runs in the family. Neurological. Over time it gets worse. It starts in the voice.
Yes.
He says as he's getting over a cold currently.
All right. So we have this person who is presently just beside himself at something that he has picked up during all the stories that Thongrum has told. We have the cats there doing their thing. Corin, you are outside. I'm not sure you necessarily have heard anything that's been going on here.
Nope, I'm just out there with Mage Hand, waiting for, make sure nothing happened.
Earlier, Fiona had asked Raz to telepathically talk. Was that not possible?
He never actually told anything to me.
Oh yeah, I whispered in my crazy language, which you interpreted as "get in the room," but I'm not sure if you actually did.
Is that what that Lord of Light thing was? The Rala Travala.
Yeah, it roughly translates to, "Hey, yo, get in here."
Okay, then knowing that, I will have opened the door with Mage Hand and gotten to there, and I will hide.
Okay, is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay. So that said, the white cat, turns and looks at her buddy Eldon, and as he's sitting there petting her, does the typical cat thing, and you've pet 1 second far too long, and she turns around and snaps at you, and then she has advantage since you are petting it. So a 17, which is I think a hit on you.
Yes.
For 5, and then turns around and swats at you with a scratch with its claws, and misses on that one, and continues to purr and rub around you, taking its movement to purr, kind of carouse through your legs, and you're still like, "Oh, poor kitty, you don't do that to me," and nice kitty, you continue to sit there and pet it. Thongrum, you are up, and Eldon, you are on deck.
So I'm going to ask for a point of clarity around something you said. You said he dropped his scepter and pulled out his rapier.
Yes.
So does that mean there is a scepter on the floor?
There is a scepter on the floor.
Where is this other guy? Sorry, I can't see.
He is right...
Is he behind me?
No,
okay.
Right here.
He's the weird crab-looking thing?
Here, let me pull him out where you can see him a little clearer. I'm going to put him in the hallway real quick.
Oh, okay. He does not indeed look like a crab.
Yeah, it's the busy background that's making it work.
Well, I'm going to pick up his scepter. And using my bonus action to pick it up and attempt to hand it back to him. And sort of hey man, you dropped your thing when you were wildly swinging your sword around.
Sorry. He looks...
I hope it's not broken.
He looks at you like this face contorted of anger and now confusion. I don't know if he can reach out and grab it. We've never done something.
I mean, I'm offering it to him.
I mean, I guess he takes it with his free hand, his offhand. Kind of like, okay. All right, so you've picked it up and you've handed it to him. That's your bonus action?
I guess so.
Or is that your action to pick it? It's...
Picking it up is usually the free interaction.
Right, so giving it to him would be the other action then.
I mean, however you want to go with it. I don't think I'm currently going to attack him because for some reason in my super mellow state I am convinced that this is all some sort of big misunderstanding. So I'll probably, I don't know, maybe kind of start telling him about what Blue-Eyed Billy had tasked us to do and telling him sort of about the Church of Bane and stuff and see what happens from there.
Okay.
And you dropped your thing. It's like when Blue-Eyed Billy dropped his thing and then the Church of Bane came in with their ships and blew it all up with him and his elf buddy. And he said, hey man, you need to go find Mr. Ironflong. And then he put us in a portal and we ended up here with the bird people. That was crazy. He was all like, go find a key. And I was like, I don't know why I have a key because it opens the thing. But then the Church of Bane got the scroll and now we have to find the key. And that's why we found you, man. But I bet you lost your key because you're kind of clumsy when you hit me with that sword almost.
Okay. Longest 6 seconds of a speech. But no, he's looking at you like, and you discern a small look of confusion on his face. So, do you want to move or anything?
No, I'm good. I'm just going to keep telling him the story. Like, even as turns go by, I'm just going to keep, like, telling him the whole thing, what we did, and they found the bird people, and the bird people said go to the mine, but that didn't make any sense because the mine was being attacked.
Okay. So, Eldon, it's your turn, and Fiona, you got 2 rounds in front of you. 2 people in front of you.
At the beginning. Is my save considered the beginning of my turn, end of my turn?
I'm looking. At the end of it.
So otherwise my turn is an attempt to pet the cat?
Yes.
And going, hey, what's going on with this guy swinging at Thongrum? As I'm talking to the cat and petting it and saying, and why'd you scratch me? And then I guess I'll do my save. That's all I'm doing, right?
Yeah. All right, that is a failure. Okay. So, Mr. Ironfall is just taken aback at this rambling person in front of him who's just now handed him his staff back. The free action, he can use that to store something, right?
Right.
Yeah, so he's just going to store it on his back. And it's like, that's great about the bird people, and I'm sure that's fascinating. I'm glad you had those experiences in life, Master Dwarf. But stab. You will see them no more. And he pivots over to this side of you. Which technically would give Eldon a an opportunity attack should he choose to do that, or he may be too busy petting the cat.
If I'm still charmed, would I be aware?
Probably not.
Well, I think you're charmed to the cat, aren't you?
Yes.
That cat is your friend.
Can't attack the charmer.
Yes, I know. What I'm saying is this guy moved around.
Or what I'm saying is the cat is his friend. The other 2 people are obviously not his friend.
Well, yeah, that's true. But he is... yeah, let me see here. It's... So, yeah, I mean, I suppose he could if he wants to.
Okay, so I do get a...
Yeah, I mean, the guy moved out of range of you, so you do have the option.
Okay. Well, as I see him attacking at Thongrum, I will swing at him. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah. No, that's not it. Sorry. Wait, should... Yeah, I guess that's my attack, right?
Yeah. 1.
Yeah. I just...
Minus 1 from strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't... yeah.
Yeah, that's a miss.
I'm sorry, I have the text on that.
No, it's all good. All right, so Bastet is sitting there, and he is... What is he going to do? He's going to continue to purr very loudly, looking directly at Raziel. A wisdom saving throw, please. Ooh.
Nope.
Pretty kitty. Pretty kitty. and he moves to here. Fiona, you are up. You get the feeling that Fiona is very conflicted at what she's seeing here, because she sees the face of her father, but clearly not the actions of her father. She's very confused.
Can I try to communicate with her?
Absolutely, sure.
Fiona, how can I convince him to not attack us? Why is he here? I don't know, just help.
Help. Ask him what my favorite flower is.
I'm gonna move closer. And say, Sir Ironsong, what was your daughter's favorite flower? I don't know if does he get to reply now, or does it have to wait till his turn? I don't know how that works.
I'm not sure how it works either. I think we've had the conversations in between, but I think he technically, I mean, I'll go to our resident rules lawyer here. Will, what do you think?
I don't know. It's because it's all supposed to be happening at the same time. They don't really make a ruling on things like that.
Okay.
I mean, you could say he's got to think about it for a second, and that delays it to the next turn.
Well, can I
Yes.
do something while I wait on a response? Like take
Yeah.
an action?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try and cast Animal Friendship on the white cat. It's a spell save 13.
Okay.
I can't post it because it was part of that. I guess I can post a ring height.
No, what's the saving throw?
13.
No, what?
Hold
Just
on,
says
I'm
save
looking it
DC. Hang on. I don't know. I'm guessing wisdom?
That would be my guess, but
up. I'm looking it up now. Yeah, wisdom.
okay. Well, apparently the white cat is now your friend, and Eldon is the white cat's friend.
Friend of my friend.
We'll see how that works. I don't know. All right.
And I will end my turn. After I say, hi, pretty kitty.
And the pretty kitty says, "You're mighty pretty too, friend."
There's the text from the thing.
All right, so the white cat doesn't see Fiona as a threat.
Hold on. Is the white's cat intelligence 4 or higher?
Mine doesn't say all
yes.
that,
Yes, very much so.
Then it fails.
but oh well.
Oh, well then. Good luck there, friend. I'm a pretty kitty and I know it. Yes, I know I'm pretty. Thank you for telling me. I will kill you in your sleep.
So it's a normal cat.
Yes. Well, a special cat. One that can talk. All right, is that your turn? Anything else, Miss Fiona?
No, that's it.
Raziel, you are up.
Well, I guess I'll walk up towards the cat and pick it up then.
All right, who's a pretty kitty?
It was pretty good. Do I actually get an action or bonus action?
You are,
Or am I just charmed by the cat?
must move towards the cat at a normal speed and try to pick it up or pet it. And then you repeat the same thing. You're charmed. So what does charmed do? Charmed is you cannot hurt or attack the charmer. The charmer has advantage on social ability checks. So you can attempt to do something, but it's not to the cat.
Okay, I will turn towards this That's kind of genius. I will, if only I had the back of only. I will turn towards this imposter, I guess. I don't know what the hell to call him. And I'll just, oh, you're such a pretty kitty. What a beautiful coat you have in this. The markings on your skin. Eldritch Blast! And I move my hex over because it's still up, and I cast Eldritch Blast on the Fiona Iron Schlong.
Oh, that's a miss.
Again.
That is a hit. Is that a 9 or 12?
12.
The hex is on the first hit only. Yes.
No, it's on every hit.
Okay. Okay. All right, so you are now holding Bastet, and you have launched that. And I assume that's your turn? Go ahead.
I probably would have shouted to Thongrum, hey, start swinging or no beer next time we're at the pub. But instead I say, kitty, pretty kitty, beautiful kitty, great fur, etc.
And then save.
Yes, now we need another wisdom save.
Oh, right.
You are no longer charmed by the cat.
I hate cats, and yet I'm still holding it.
Yes, you are still holding it right now.
It says he's now immune for 24 hours. Is it only to the one cat or to...
It is only to the one cat.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And yes, I am tracking it. Okay, Corin, you are up.
Alright, I'm going to pop out from this door, and I'm going to take a shot at the white cat with the short bow.
Not the pretty kitty. That is a miss.
I was hidden. Would I not have advantage?
It's also dim in here. So did you put up the lights?
Dim would give me disadvantage on perception checks.
And not sight and other things?
I don't think so. Hold on.
Because you're not blinded.
You all right?
Dim is considered... Dim is basically makes it considered lightly obscured, which means disadvantage on perception checks that rely on sight. So I'm not blind. So you don't get disadvantage from that.
All right, fair enough. All right, so if you were hidden from that, yeah, you could pop out. Sure. All right, so that'll make it a hit.
Okay, so that is 21 damage.
Eldon would be most upset about that.
He would be, and then I'm going to, I'm going to just run back up there and try to hide again.
Okay, so you are in another room.
Tripping over my feet in the darkness.
All right, so this cat that has just been shot is going to first bite the hand that feeds it. So that is advantage. That's crit.
Advantage on attack.
If you're holding it.
I'm not holding.
Or petting it. You were still charmed by it.
Yeah.
So that's 8. And then he's going to claw at you for that's another hit. He gets you good, and he's going to move down to here. Thongrim, you are up. Eldon, you are on deck.
Right, hold on one sec. All right, I'm going to try something.
My favorite.
I'm going to reach into the bag of holding and pull out the lock box that we found in the Mercury room. And I'm going to very angrily, as I'm reaching into it, start to get upset about all the actions that are going on. I'm going to be like, Mr. Ironsong, you, my friend, are a very bad host. We come into your place, we're hanging out, and next thing you know, we're being attacked. And I hope it's all a misunderstanding. And we even went and got this box that probably belongs to you, and I'm going to hand it to him. And then all of a sudden, this place sucks. I don't even like it here, and I just want to go home. But if this continues, sir, we are going to have a disagreement that can only be solved with fisticuffs.
He looks at this box that you've shoved in his hands, and looks at it. It's like, what is this?
I don't know. It's locked. Besides, my friend asked you a question. She said, what's your favorite flowers?
Lilacs. What's it to you? That's what he would say, sounding like a southern person, even though we don't know what's going on there. So what else you doing there, Thongrim?
I guess I'm going to ready the rest of my action should I be attacked again, trying to give him the benefit of the doubt that this is all a misunderstanding. But I'm very sternly telling him that his actions are not appreciated, and I return him his property that I think was from him.
Okay. Are you moving anywhere?
I am going to stand right where I am.
Eldon, you are up, buddy.
Well, nearly down.
That's what you want your cleric to say.
What's that?
That's what you want your cleric to say.
Coughing and hacking and with a slash at the throat that the cat's given me. I'm still looking at it kind of enamored, but realizing that I probably need personal help. Probably not thinking too clearly, but will cast a Cure Wounds on myself to protect, so to give myself some health back. And then I'm gonna walk over towards the kid.
And start petting it again.
Still thinking this cat has misunderstanding. I know you didn't mean to scratch me that badly. I'm sure I did something to deserve that.
That's what all us cat owners say. That's why I have scratches all over my legs and stuff.
I have a nice one on my shoulder the other day. About 4 inches long. Blood drawn. And everything. Let's see, what was that? So yeah, I should have 19 then. And again, so then on my bonus, no, I don't have it. No, I wouldn't do any of these other things.
Are you actually rolling stuff?
No, I haven't yet.
Okay, I heard the beeps.
So I'm feeling like the cat probably is just perturbed and wants out. So I'm gonna, since he's because he walked over by the door, I'll open the door for him, and then I guess say, "Get out if you need out."
She says, "Thank you."
And then I'm gonna roll my save. That's it for my turn.
Roll your save. You are still charmed.
Jesus Christ.
I thought you were the wise one here.
I guess I'm terrible.
You're just a sucker for cats.
So wait, did he get shooed out? Put outside and be like, "This is for your own good, Mr. Cat."
He didn't shoo him. He just opened the door. Went, "You want out?" So he's not out. He's just still standing there. But the door is open. The cat can go into the next room if he wants to. Mr. Iron Schlong is looking there. It's, again, just irate that the guy who has battled himself and has lived to tell the tale is still standing. Let's see here. What is he gonna do?
As my real cat just...
You know what? Sorry. That probably doesn't... on a ready to action, if you queued up something, would it... like a... nah, never mind, it's not going to work. I'm not going to do that. He is going to cast... I think that's what he wants to do. That would be his action. Yes, he's going to cast Misty Step. Oh, it's a bonus action. So he can do it. Aha! Alright, so he's going to cast Misty Step. And come down here next to Eldon. And with that, he's going to take his rapier and, because he has, this guy has sneak attack damage, he's going to attack Eldon for 8, and then 7. Why is that 2?
That's an attack roll. So it's rolling with advantage.
Oh, okay, I got you. Hang on. All right, so that's 8. That's 15 total damage against Eldon. And Thongrim takes that as an aggressive action. Well, hold on. If a Misty Step, does that...
Does not trigger opportunity.
It's not an opportunity attack. So, what... Since you just readied an attack, what were you going to attack him with?
Oh, well, then I guess, yeah. All right. You're good.
All right. Eldon,
Yeah.
did you take your damage?
Right. I took 15 damage.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. So that's his turn. Bastet is currently being held by Raz, who is going to take advantage of being held because you are currently holding him. So that's a 14, which is a miss. Yes.
That's a miss.
And claws, that's a hit.
Yep.
For 6 slashing.
Hey, Will, did you say we did in fact encounter some kind of trap damage before after our last one?
Yes, we're all
Yes.
down like 4 or so.
Okay, cool.
And so he's going to force you to deal with him. He's going to stay curled up in your arms. Fiona, you are up. Raz, you are on deck.
So he said lilacs?
Yes.
I'm looking like crap.
Fiona, I don't know if this is your dad or not.
How
Is
can...
lilacs your favorite flower?
No. He should know that he brought me roses for my birthday. Every year. It was our thing. What? Who? I don't understand. But that can't be him.
So, do you want me to ask him more questions, or...
There's no way that my father would forget this. This is an imposter. I am certain of it now.
Okay. I'm gonna cast... Hang on, I can't find my character sheet. Nix that. I'm just gonna go attack.
Yes. Oof.
Take that, imposter.
Oof.
I'm also going to smite with this one.
All right.
If you crit, do you get the 2d8 automatically?
No, not yet. Or I get something later, but no.
I didn't know if that's max damage on that either.
No, crit just... Well, she's going to get double her smite damage.
So we're currently... this current attack is 14 plus 22?
17, 14 plus 11.
I already got the 17.
Okay, so yeah, 14 plus 11 smite damage.
Yes. So 17 and 25.
Yes. All right. Wow. All right. He's, he's not... he's getting close to bloodied. All right, Raz, you are up. You are currently holding a cat.
I will just throw the cat in disgust at the ground.
Now, would that be your action or your bonus action?
I use my free action to do nothing with my hands, and the cat falls from them.
Okay, well, if that's the case, he just kind of falls next to you.
I'm not like throwing him across the room. I'm just like, ugh, I hate cats.
So he drops down next to you.
And Now is the time. I
Of our
yell
discontent.
to Thongrum. I say, if you don't start swinging, no beer for you next time we're at the... And I'll keep taking shots at the imposter.
That is a hit. For 5.
7. Because he is hexed.
Yes. Definite hit. All right.
And seeing that he's a little bloody, I'm gonna pop Eldon at range. For only 6.
Okay. All right.
And you know what? Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna move. I'll take the swipe. I'm gonna move to the far end of the.
Okay.
Now I can attack that one.
Yep. Ooh.
Oof. All right. Corin, you are up.
Okay, I am going to just drop my short bow, pull up the rapier, and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and stab at the white cat.
Okay. That's a hit.
For 23 damage.
All right.
And with my bonus action, I can't really do anything. I will just pull my dagger out.
Okay.
I'm done.
All right, so the white cat, seeing what's happening here, reaches, speaks out, and casts Cure Wound. For healing her master 8 points of damage. And taking her chances, she's going to move into the hallway, taking her chances on Corin's opportunity attack.
Oh, and I'm going to take it.
That is a hit.
That's 18 more damage.
And that is enough to dispatch it.
Bad kitty.
Okay, that takes us to Thongrum.
So I am very angry, although still finding it the ability to be truly angry escaping me. I will move down to here and attack him.
We said you can move through friendlies, not through enemies, right?
I believe it's considered difficult terrain.
5, 10,
Maybe I can never keep track of that. I'm always.
If that's
Either
the
way,
case,
I'm fine.
yeah, that's still there. Okay, yeah.
Would be his max, right?
You can allow pass through, I suppose.
Yeah.
Alright, and then I will attack him and just be like, I gave you a chance, and I gave you another chance, and then I probably gave you another chance you shouldn't have had. But your hospitality is unacceptable.
That's a hit. That's another hit. Wait. Yes. Hit.
Yep. Double advantage, right?
Yes. Sorry, I wasn't even thinking about that. Yes. So 21.
Yep. And what a crappy first one. Alright, and then nothing else.
All right. Eldon, you are up.
Now very aware I was charmed dead cat. I will turn. Let's see. How's everybody, like, am I the only one who's taken damage, really? A lot?
I'm halfway.
Does the charm end on the creature's death?
I would say yes.
I was just curious.
I mean, how does it normally work with other charms?
Well, he's charmed by the creature charming him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he's charmed against the creature, or to the creature. And considering he's not around anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I was.
Yeah,
I assume
that's why I was just curious.
Yeah.
I didn't know if he had to go weep over his body.
Well, the body is probably still next to me. It never made it out the door.
Yeah. Technically, it's right here.
Yeah. I guess saddened by that, but understanding I'm in pain and I've got a dangerous foe standing next to me that has also done a lot of damage to me. Let's see. I will. So I will cast ice.
What are you casting?
I don't know. I'm not thinking straight, so I won't think straight. I will use my bonus action to change the staff of Adder into a snake and attack with the staff.
Okay.
Missing
Yes.
terribly. So then, as a bonus action, I will. Oh no! I use my bonus action to staff of Adder. So nope.
Yes.
That's it. And I. It's not if I just move one up next to Fiona, that wouldn't do that would be a pivot, right?
Correct.
Okay, I'm going to pivot that way.
Okay.
And but I don't want to give him an opportunity. So.
Gotcha. All right, so on his turn, he's going to cast Misty Step again. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to appear on the other side of the room here. He has the ability to make 2 ranged attacks, and he's going to take them both against Corin. So, the first 2.
So 15.
That's okay. That's how it does it. All right. Yes. So 15. Yes, that is correct.
To uncanny dodge and reduce that to 7. Wait, I can't do that. I've already used my reaction.
All right, and then a 9 is going to be a miss, and he is going to come down here and hide behind that wall. For the next turn, let's see here. This cat is going to cast Shield of Faith on him. That is a bonus action. Good to know. For his action, he's going to start purring his fascinating lure at Corin. For a... Oh, he saves.
Kitties have no power over me.
All right, Fiona, you're up. Raz, you're on deck.
Did you say he casts the shield on himself? Or
No,
the imposter?
on the imposter.
Gonna move over here. And make sure I understand what I'm doing. Hang on. I'm gonna cast with my axe Burning Hands.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't link it.
You probably have it set to not as an attack. Output spell card changed.
Oh,
No, that wasn't right either.
that wasn't right.
Go back to your character now. You're caught it there. I don't know. I keep trying to queue up to talk to her. She's right next to me. It's supposed to ask her what level she wants to cast it at.
Right.
And it's just not asking me.
But what level are you casting at?
Like 4?
So it's going to be an additional, so 3d6 plus 3d6, so 66 of damage. In a 15-foot cone, I'm assuming towards that way.
We think we got it.
So, nope.
Do it from your attack side, though.
Nope.
Alright, we'll figure that out later.
Just roll 6d6.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Do it now! $19.
But it gets to save for half.
Yeah, I was
Dexterity?
trying to post a spell. Yeah, dexterity.
What was the DC on it?
I think it's
13.
a 13.
Okay, so 8.
9.
9. I can math well. Alright, so moved action, bonus action?
She's reading the spell.
It says the fire ignites any flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried. So does that mean that area is on fire?
Well, I mean, there's something. If there was something like barrels or whatever, that those type of things would be caught on fire. I think the only thing that's on the floor over there is some beef jerky that Thongam threw on the floor earlier.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm done.
All right. Raz, you are up. Corin's on deck.
Seeing that this cat's kind of a real pain in the ass, I'm going to get line of sight on it. I'll use my bonus action to transfer my hex to it. And pew pew.
All right. First one's a miss. That is a hit. For 12.
Yep.
Now for concentration, what do I know I need to do a constitution saving throw, but what's the DC on it? Like 10?
10 or half
10.
the damage, whichever is higher.
Okay, so 10. Okay, so Shield of Faith is still up.
Okay, I'm all done.
Cool. Corin, you're up. Thongram on deck.
Alright, after wincing from that poisoned arrow I took, I'm going to walk up and stab with my rapier if my cat will get up in front of the monitor. Okay. Move, kitty.
Cats
There we go. I know they're everywhere. I missed horribly.
Yes.
So I'm just going to reach out with the dagger.
Also a miss.
Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, that being all of my actions, I am going to risk it and move back 2 spaces.
Okay, and he's going to hit with a 24.
And that hits.
For an 8.
I will uncanny dodge that for half.
Can you do the reaction on your turn?
Yeah, I won't have it till my turn again.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right. I just don't remember us ever, in the 41 sessions we've done, I don't think we've ever actually encountered that.
I would say it's a rare thing.
Thongram, you are up. Eldon, you are on deck. That's a hit. Both. So, Thongram, you have, in your infinite calmness and everything, have managed to take down this imposter. How do you go about doing that?
So I guess we're all kind of battered around by this, and so I will, while reminding him what a poor host he is, kind of bury my axe into his chest, and then I will turn towards the set or whatever and be like, Mr. Jingles, you are a bad cat. Sort of giving him the opportunity, I guess, to not perish alongside his friends. Bad kitty, Mr. Jingles.
I'm not sure I agree with that sentiment, but as the cat is saying that, and as the body is, falling to the floor, and your axe has been, just been buried into it, as the body hits the tile, this shattering, just kind of a a small sonic boom, kind of just this wave of force emanates from the body through the room and out through the walls. Everything, the stone throne shatters and falls into pieces there as the curtains fall to the floor in the middle of this room. The cat is kind of taken off base and kind of stumbles a bit, and you feel as though this magical wave has kind of not necessarily passed through you, but this kind of like this dissipation kind of, as the imposter falls to the ground. And the cat looks somewhat wild-eyed, and is starting to kind of backpedal into, cower into the corner where he is. Eldon.
I'm going to walk or move towards the cat with my staff out in front of me and say, "Would you like to show us the way out of here?" I'll ready an attack. If he moves to attack, I will. And if he, otherwise, yeah. So I will.
Okay.
I guess not. I'm not happy with cats right now.
So I applaud your bold move there, man.
Of course, leading with the staff of Adder with head animated.
Oh, of course.
Mm-hmm.
The question I've got is like, do I really want to risk it? Because I might be able to take you. But he looks at you.
I've got to ready the action with the attack of the staff.
So the cat looks at you and is like, if you spare my life, I will show you the exit. And he says he will, I will show you where it is. But you must spare my life.
I'll leave the response.
So what do y'all say?
I mean, I'm fine. It can't charm me, so I'm immune to its terribleness.
Same. Lead the way.
Yeah, if it's promising, let's go.
Okay. Alrighty. So, out of initiative, everybody roll me a perception check.
I found the party.
Hey guys, I see you. All right. So, as y'all are moving towards the door, you take one look at you obviously that shockwave that went through it caused some damage and everything, but Raziel notices that at the bottom of the stone throne where it was, there is a what's the word I'm looking for? It's not a pit, but it's a hidden, we'll call it for lack of a better word, like a vault. And there's something in there. And as Raziel looks into it, he sees this petrified body that looks starkly like the imposter. And looking at it, he sees that there's this eagle-shaped brand on its forearm.
And the staff is nearby.
The staff is on the body of the imposter, because Sangram handed it to him.
gonna walk over and pick up the staff and look at the eagle motif that's on one end. Does it look similar to the one that's on this body?
It looks so similar, in fact, that it might even be an exact match.
Where do we see this dead body? Or where does he see it?
It's a petrified.
Under the throne.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to... So is the body standing up or prone? Or?
It's more prone.
I asked the cat, what is this?
What? It's... Well, this was the last interloper that has come through here. My master has a way of keeping them in check when they get a little unruly. Or had, if you would.
Wasn't a very effective way of doing that.
I'm going to take the staff and place it like on the body, on the arm of the corpse above.
When the tip of the eagle touches the mark on his arm, the stone fades away and yields back to the pinkish flesh of this person, this human body that's there, and releases him from his petrification. And as he comes to, he's looks at you and there's this blank look on his face of what has happened. And he comes to, he wakes up. Will do as he sits up, he looks up, and he's in full view of everybody. And we end the session with Fiona going, "Father?"
Okay.
All right. So,
Level
There.
8?
no.
Oh.
Fine, just 7.
Gerald Cliffhanger. Yes. All right.
Yes, just good. I got that answer.
All right. So it is not level 7. So yes, this is a good place to call it. So we next session we will lead probably heavy into a roleplay bit.
Stupid question. We're still level 5, right?
Yes.
Okay.
However, you may want to have a level 6 character ready to go at some point in the near future.
Like a new character? Are you saying we're gonna die?
No, I'm just saying have what you're planning on doing on deck.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure only Chris has any actual choices to make it level 6. Unless someone's multi-classing. The rest of us are pretty locked in what we get.
Yeah, but like I said, just making sure you have it, if there's decisions that you need to make, go ahead and start thinking about them. But yes, we are towards the end of this. I would love that to happen. The monk barbarian.
I don't think Thongram's wise enough to be a monk.
Alrighty, so
Enough.
So next weekend we will plan on doing this again. Everybody should be available. Yes.
Yes.
You.